in today's video we will be doing a PC build in this MSI Magforge 112R PC case. So this PC build is about £300 that I've spent, give or take a little bit, and I think it's going to be really quite a nice little balanced build for the price. We've got a dedicated graphics card, we've got a Ryzen system, decent PSU, and our little RGB case here, which is ATX, although we're putting a micro ATX motherboard in, but it'll be fine. And it's got the 4 RGB fans. And this is quite a popular case actually, it's one of my most popular videos, this case that I did. So just really quick, I'll just go over the parts and then we'll just go into that build montage. And then you'll be able to see the completed PC right at the very end. So I've already built up this motherboard here. This is a motherboard with the Ryzen 3 3100 in, which is a 4-core 8-thread processor, just using the stock cooler. The motherboard is a Asrock B450M Pro 4 motherboard, so quite decent. It has 2 M.2 slots, so that's not bad for a micro ATX board, and has 4 DIMM slots as well, so plenty of expansion for RAM. Talking about RAM, we actually have 16 gigabytes of RAM here, rated to 100 megahertz. And they are 2x8 gigabyte kit, and they're running dual channel, so we'll be able to get those XMP higher XMP speeds as well, so that's good. So yeah, I think it's like castellating 16, CL16 it is, so that's not bad. We have a 1TB NVMe drive right at the bottom there. When I actually do go on to actually sell this PC, I was swapping that out for a 512 gigabyte drive, which is a 2.5 inch SSD, but we'll just use that M.2 for now just to make things easier. So yeah, that's our sort of base of our system. Now moving on to the graphics card, we have the RX 570 8 gigabyte card. So this is actually from our previous video that we've done. We've looked at this previously, so I'll leave that in the top right hand corner if you do want to go back and see the performance of this card, but it is the exact same system that we used when we did our testing. So yeah, it's a decent card this, as we've seen, 60 FPS in quite a lot of games, 60 FPS average in quite a lot of games. Obviously they need to be a little bit older, but it's not bad actually, and for our sort of £300 mark I think it'll be fine. Then we just have a 550 watt MSI, I think it's A550BN power supply, I think this one is. Just your sort of standard decent power supply, gonna be perfectly fine, 80 plus bronze, so all good there. And then obviously the star of the show, which is the case. This is actually a really nice case. I've done a full video on this as well, which is again one of my most popular videos on this channel. It has the 3 RGB fans at the front with the one at the back. It has the RGB controller at the back as well, so that'd be nice. We actually do have the ARGB connector on this motherboard as well, so we will be able to connect that up to the ARGB system that we have here, so that will sync in nice with the motherboard, so that will be good. And sorry if it's not pictured great on the camera, but it certainly was quite difficult trying to fit it all in on the shot, unfortunately, given the room that I've got. But I think it's come out okay, and yeah, I think really let's just jump into the build, and we'll get building a PC. here's the completed build, guys, and I think it's come out pretty decent, don't you think? So hopefully you got the video shots of the front fans there and all the RGB goodness that we have. It is all customizable as well with a button or through the Motherboard software. So yeah, I think overall it has come out alright. Maybe a little bit of cable management just to sort out as well before I actually go and list it and sell it. I'll probably just try and put it on for £350 and just try and flip it and try and get our money back basically. If I have to go down to 300 I will, and just get our money back, and then we can obviously create more videos and get more parts for you guys, so there'll be more videos coming. So yeah, I mean, I think overall it does look quite nice with all the sort of black, it all kind of syncs up and it's all quite sort of black and all kind of like one colour, so it's not like I've got different like colours like white in there and what have you, so it does look all quite sleek. The PSU comes with blackout cables, which is obviously nice, so there's not any of that ketchup and mustard rubbish that we don't want to see. I think it does look quite sleek, like I say, with the black RAM and the black cooler. It's only a stock cooler, but it's alright. I do think the graphics card looks quite alright in there. I mean, there's plenty of room. If you wanted to put a bigger graphics card in, you quite easily put a far larger graphics card in than this, but this is only about a 22cm one or something, so it's quite a small card really, this one, but it does work fine. Power supply is more than good enough. I think the case does look really nice personally. Overall, my thoughts on the 112R or the 112R, overall I'd say the cable management is excellent at the back. There was more than enough room. Literally the first time I put it together, I literally didn't do any cable management. I just put the back on easily, the back panel here. I just put it back on, switched it on, and it worked first time. So yeah, you know, it's great. I mean, I've done a little bit of cable management now and just need to finish it off, but yeah, it was so easy. There was more than enough cable ties just to put it back, and more than enough room at the back here, it was very generous, the amount of room they've given you for cable management, which is good to see, because usually on budget cases you don't get that sort of cable management, so it's good that MSI have thought about that. There's other cases that I won't mention. Gamdia, sorry, yeah, had a bit of a cough in my, had something in my throat there. That Gamdius case, oh my word. But anyway, let's move on from that. That's a disaster. But yeah, so overall, case was really lovely to build in. I had no problems. It is an M-ATX board in an ATX case, and yeah, you can see obviously at the bottom there is like the cable runs, which kind of look a bit funny because they even go up a bit further than usual. But personally, I think it still looks fine. This is a budget build after all. You know, £350 isn't much, so I don't think people are really gonna be on my case just because I put a micro ATX board in an ATX case. But if you want to hammer me in the comments, you can if you want. But just go easy, guys. But yeah, overall, like I say, really nice case, really great design. Love the 4 RGB fans, totally customizable with the port at the hub at the back actually. So it was all pre-connected as well. All I had to do is actually connect up the fans to the motherboard, so the like the fan speed, the actual power for the fan, sorry. And that's all I had to do. And they had an included splitter for 3 fans into one splitter, so that was nice for the 3 fans at the front. So yes, overall, can't complain with this. The only thing I would say is maybe that with the PSU Stroud you could have your cables for your PCIe cables for your graphics card. There could be a little slot here to actually run them a little bit more neater, so I didn't have to run them in like that, but overall it's perfectly fine. Yeah, anyway guys, I think that's kind of going to conclude the video, so please leave me a like if you like this video. Please comment on what you think of this build and what you change with this build. Overall, I think it's quite a nice balanced build, and you can check out the performance as well. I've done a previous video of that, as I said, for this graphics card. And overall, please subscribe so you can see my future videos. And of course, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.